Howdy, folks. I'm so excited. Okay, so I got a request from a homeschool mom. Her name's Kristen. And she said, hey, we're learning about Abraham Lincoln. Can you do a video on that? We'll incorporate it into our lesson. I'm like, oh, I love Abraham Lincoln. Okay, so excited. So I whipped it up and we're going to do Abraham Lincoln today. And there was probably 5,000 facts on Abraham Lincoln, so I had to narrow it down on all the fun facts I'm going to share. But we are going to start with the center line. It's going to be a giant U right in the smack dab middle of the page. So make a giant U. All right? And on top of that U, we're going to make his hat, so which is just going to be a line right across the top. Okay, there you go. And we are going to turn that line into a rectangle. So make lines on either side, then you're going to connect that. Super job. Lincoln was an accomplished, this is so fun. I did not know about this Abraham Lincoln. He was an accomplished wrestler. Yes. Did you know that? He is in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. Wow. I mean, it's not the same. It's not like WW where it's different today. But he was a wrestler. And he lost only one fight out of 300. Impressive. All right. Got to tell him that. Not a big wrestling fan, but impressive. All right. So now we're going to do his top hat. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go like this, make a line up. I'm bringing it out just a little bit to give it a little character. So it can come right off of that. Right off of here. It may come out a little bit. And I'm sure most of you know he carried important documents inside his hat. So he wore this big top hat and he carried documents in there. Okay. So now we are going to do, this is going to be like that decorative ribbon right there. Great job. Do you know what president he was? Which number? To give you a second to think about that. Which number was he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 16th. He was the 16th U.S. president. All right, so now we're going to put his beady little eyes in there. Oh, sorry. His nose looks kind of like a crooked J. I forgot to say that. And then now he's just got two cute little beady eyes. They're not beady. I'm sure he was amazing. I'd give him a hug. And I also found out, let's do his eyebrows. So you're just gonna go like this. He's the same height as my son-in-law. He is 6 feet, 4 inches tall. The tallest president ever. And his feet size were like the biggest. I think I read somewhere it was like size 13 to 15. I don't know, they were ginormously long. All right, so we have that. So now we are going to, right here, I want you right in the middle. You're going to make it come up like this. And then we'll make a line across. And then you can erase right in there because that's going to be for his beard. All right. Now let's do his beard. So we're going to have his beard come down. And then when you get down a little closer, you're going to give it a scalloped edge. And then it's going to come down again. Okay, that's his beard. And now he's got these great ears on either side. And inside the ears, I just make cartoon ears. I just do like a rainbow and another line here. It's my cartoon ears. All right, so what we're gonna do next is his hair. So coming out of his hat, I'm just gonna give him some hair here, and I'm gonna make the back of his hair. I'm gonna do the same exact thing on this side and make some hair down here. And I'm going to erase just up here where that beard is so it blends in with his hairline, just to where the ears come in. Look at how cute he is. Darn cute. What a cutie pie. He's the most recognizable president ever. Everybody knows him. Okay. We are going to give him a half smile. Look at that. Cute. All right. He's coming along. This one's a quickie. My favorite holiday, Thanksgiving. Guess what? Established by Lincoln himself. He made it a national holiday. Woo! Good job, Lincoln. I love Thanksgiving. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, we're gonna put, this is gonna, his shoulders coming out here. And then we're, under here, we're gonna put his collar. So you're gonna come down, they almost look like triangles coming out. And then he's got a great bow tie. So their bow ties back then, you can make the bow tie go under or over. I actually might make this one come over. They're shaped a little different, the pictures I've seen. They kind of have like a little point on them, like that. I'm gonna erase in there. So I'm bringing this one I made under, this one I'm gonna make over. So you can decide which way you like it best. Sometimes when I make bow ties, what I also will do is make those little lines in there. You can add that if you'd like. And then we're gonna make a V right here. So from this side, go down and then go up. We've got a V in there. All right, so now we are going to make his jacket. So this is gonna come down. Simple as can be, come down. And then you're gonna add his collar. Great job. Okay, let's go in and Sharpie this puppy. I did not Sharpie behind here. I kind of made it look like an American flag. So I just go line and then I break over line, 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 line. And I made it look like a flag. So let's go over all of our lines. And go across the top here. In Washington, D.C., they have an amazing, like a monument, Lincoln Monument, and I think it's marble, cement marble, that it's just a giant him. And he's sitting in a chair and he looks so regal. It's my favorite in Washington, D.C. And when you go to Washington, D.C., all the museums and monuments are free. Well, of course, they're paid by tax dollars, but it's kind of nice. You get to go to a lot of great historical places. What do I like about Thanksgiving? Yeah, we eat lots of food, but it's actually the family. It's like the one holiday you just get together and you're just thankful to be around family. Okay, you get to eat some delicious food. But the family's my favorite, and we do silly things. We'll do like talent shows or little skits, or my mom comes up with some crazy ideas, but we have lots of fun and we all grumble a little, oh no, but deep down we all think this is great memories right here. Okay, it's looking good. Let's see. Oh, I'm sure most of you know this. Through the Emancipation Proclamation, Lincoln freed the slaves in 1863. Woohoo! And Lincoln was a Republican. They were still trying to figure out all the different parties and stuff. But he freed the slaves. Good job. It's another reason why he's just so awesome. Okay, I think we're ready to color. So these are the colors I used. I'm going to start with skin color, which is the peach. And what I do is I just go over the whole thing with not pressing down too hard, just medium. The whole thing's just going to be one color, and then I'm going to come in and then give it some darks and lights. So, as you all know, he was the first president to be assassinated. What does that mean? Somebody wanted to kill him and actually went through with it and did it, which is sad. Who did it? John Wilkes Booth. Where did he do it? Well, Lincoln was at the theater. He was sitting up there and his bodyguard wasn't there. And John Wilkes Booth came into his little seating area and shot him in the back of the head, unfortunately. He was a great man. Yep, probably is very, very sad. I was reading about the similarities between Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy. They were both assassinated in the head. They both had the same letters in their name. Abraham Lincoln was assassinated in the Ford, I think it was the Ford building, and Kennedy was assassinated by, in his car, but it was made by a Ford. It's not a Ford car, but it was made by a Ford company. And they both were assassinated on Friday. And they both, let's do a little more of this. They both had, the people that followed them were both named John. Interesting. Okay, so I want you to now get out the tan. This is where we're going to give it some more shadows and darks and lights in there. So just go around your lines a little bit more. I like to go inside the ears, make it look more cavernous. Okay. And definitely you want to put some right across the top here. Just making sure I was actually recording. I've done that before where I do a whole video and I realize it's not recording. Great job. Okay, let's see. Lincoln, was a self-educated man, but he did such a good job at educating himself, he got to the point of being able to practice law. That's pretty impressive. All right, I'm going to give him some, of course, rosy cheeks because that's my favorite thing. Now, you would think, wow, his whole family must be educated. And guess what? Lincoln's dad did not have really any education, and the only thing he was able to do is write his name. Oh, it's kind of sad. But back then, they didn't emphasize education as much as they do now. Like, it's law. Everybody's got to do school. If it's homeschooled or if it's in school, you got to be educated. Of course, there's always some that fall between the cracks. Okay, look at those cute little rosies. If you want to give it some more tan, you can. If you want to do more on the nose, more underneath the eyebrows. So you can come in and do as much color as you want. Looks like it's got color, but I could have given him some more color on his face. Okay, fantastic. All right, we're going to give him his brown hair. So I'm just going to go to medium strength on making this. All right, what else do I know? Oh, so interesting. Not one U.S. president was an only child. Not one. Not one single one. They all had siblings growing up. Wow, I did not know that. That is impressive. And most U.S. presidents are middle children. They're not the oldest, they're not the youngest, they're in the middle. What? That is crazy. I do know that the order that you're born in, you kind of have different characteristics. I can see it in my child and my husband's family. My family's a little different because It's kind of a his, mine, and ours. My dad had kids, my mom had kids, and then they had kids together. So there's not really a middle, kind of. It's just weird, but it's still awesome. I'd rather have siblings. I always felt bad for kids that didn't have any siblings. To have to grow up without brothers or sisters. Okay, so now we're gonna go. And what I'm doing now is I'm pressing harder. Oh, look, the sun's coming in. Now it's like weird. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Can you still see it? I can't. Here, let's see if I can move over a little bit. So at least half of it's in the sun, right? Can't predict when the sun's gonna pop out. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is we're gonna take the gray, we're gonna do its ribbon right here. Okay, this is probably totally messing up. Okay, hold on. Okay, is that better? Sorry, guys. All right, so I'm doing this ribbon. I'm pressing down harder along the edge, and as I come in, I'm gonna make it go lighter and lighter. I'm gonna give it a little piece of dark here, light, and then it's gonna get darker. Okay, and then I am going to take my black and I'm gonna go darker along the edge. I also outlined this with a double coating of Sharpie. It just kind of gives it that finished look. And as I'm coming in, I'm gonna go lighter and lighter. Darker along the edge, lighter as I come in. Same thing on this side, darker over there, and it's gonna get lighter. Let's see, what else do we know? Do we know anything else? I already told you how tall he is. He's got big feet. Wow, we kind of went through everything, didn't we? Okay, so I'm gonna turn my page. I'm gonna make it darker along here and darker at the top. And you can go in and it looks like I made it darker. So you can go in another time saying, you know what, it's just not dark enough on the side. Good job. Okay, all right, I'm gonna make the rim really dark. Okay. And I also read somewhere that Abraham Lincoln had super long legs. So if he's sitting down, he looked like a normal Joe Schmo, normal guy. And then when he stood up, his legs were so long, it just made him tower. That's pretty cool. My daughter has that same problem. Her legs are super long, and then she's got this teeny torso, so when she's sitting down, she looks kind of short. And then when she stands up, you're like, wait, what? Not a bad problem to have, right? Okay, his tie, I'm gonna make black. And then I'm going to get the gray, and I'm gonna make his vest. This is his vest in here. I'm just gonna make a gray, just so we have a contrasting colors. There you go. And then you wanna come in here if you want, make shadows under the beard, make shadows. Oh my goodness, I forgot his eyebrows. Put some shadows in there. He looks funny without eyebrows. Oh my. All right, I'm gonna have you guys go in here, and you guys can put that flag right behind him and just make it look all patriotic, okay? All right, peace out, have an amazing day.